What if the love you thought was gone forever comes knocking at your door, but with a shadow of doubt trailing behind it? A text from Maya, out of the blue, shattered my attempt to move on. But was it love or a trap? Let me take you back to where it all began, to uncover the truth behind her unexpected return.
Hey, my name's Alyan. I'm 28 and I've always considered myself a pretty straightforward guy. I come from a middle-class family with parents who've been together for over 30 years. Honestly, I thought I had it all figured out, what love was, what relationships should look like. I had a steady job, a nice group of friends, and a life that was, well, good. Nothing too flashy, nothing too dramatic, but sometimes life has a way of shaking things up when you least expect it. And that's exactly what happened to me. This story starts with a relationship that felt like it was meant to be, until it wasn't. I met Maya during my second year of university. She was different from anyone I'd ever known. Independent, smart, and somehow always seemed to know exactly what to say to make me smile. We hit it off right away. Our connection was effortless, like we'd known each other for years. For the longest time, I thought I'd found the one. But then, things started changing. Slowly, almost imperceptibly, we started drifting apart. There were small arguments, nothing major at first, but they became more frequent. She'd get upset over things I didn't understand, and I'd get frustrated because I couldn't fix it. The more we fought, the more I realized something was off, but I couldn't quite put my finger on it. Then one day, it happened. Maya sat me down and told me that she wanted a break. A break from us. It hit me like a ton of bricks. I had no idea what went wrong and she couldn't really explain it either. She just said she needed space. I remember standing there, frozen, as she told me those words. I think we should see other people, Alyan. I wasn't ready to let go, but she had made up her mind. We broke up, and just like that, everything changed. But that's not where the story ends. After the breakup, I tried to move on. I convinced myself I was fine. I threw myself into work, hung out with friends, even started seeing someone else, but nothing felt right. Every time I saw a photo of Maya, or heard her name mentioned in passing, it felt like a knife to the chest. A few months passed and I thought maybe I was healing. But then something unexpected happened. One evening, out of the blue, Maya texted me. "Why can't you play dominoes tonight? I miss you," it read. At first I thought it was a mistake, maybe she was just having a weak moment, but she kept texting. Over the next few days we talked. She told me that the space she'd needed wasn't about me, that it was about her figuring herself out. She missed me, and more than anything, she wanted to get back together. I was shocked, torn between the person I had loved and the person who had hurt me. I didn't know what to think. But there was something about her words that hit me deeply. Maybe it was the hope that she still cared. Maybe it was the loneliness I had been feeling all along. I didn't jump right back in, though. I asked her a million questions. About why we broke up in the first place, about what had changed, about whether we could avoid making the same mistakes. She promised things would be different this time. But here's the thing. Even as I considered giving her a second chance, I couldn't shake the feeling that something was off. There was still a nagging doubt in the back of my mind, something that told me to be cautious, to not trust her completely. I started wondering if maybe I was just a fallback option. Was I the safe choice? The one she could return to after whatever else she'd tried didn't work out? That's when the seeds of doubt began to grow. A week later, I got a message from one of Maya's old friends, Layla. We'd never been particularly close, but she reached out to me with a warning. She told me that Maya had been seeing someone new, someone serious. This threw me into a whirlwind of emotions. Was Maya trying to get back with me because things weren't working out with him? I confronted Maya about it, and she assured me that it was over with his other guy. But something didn't feel right. A few days later, I bumped into Maya in the most unexpected place. At a cafe, sitting with a guy I didn't recognize. They looked comfortable, laughing together, their chemistry undeniable. I froze in place, my heart pounding in my chest. Was this the guy Leela had been talking about? Or was this someone else entirely? The questions kept piling up and I found myself spiraling. Had Maya truly changed? Or was I just another option for her when things didn't work out? I felt betrayed, confused, and more vulnerable than ever before. I spent the next few days in a haze, trying to make sense of everything. I was angry at Maya, at myself, and at the situation. Why had she led me on? Why had she told me she wanted to come back if she was still seeing someone else? It felt like she had used me to fill the space left by someone else, but the truth was, as much as I wanted to hate her, I couldn't stop thinking about her. The memories of the good times we had together kept flooding my mind, drowning out all the hurt. I missed her laugh, her smile, the way she made me feel special, and yet, deep down, I knew I had to let go. I had never felt more torn in my life. I wanted to believe her when she said she loved me, but the actions didn't match the words. I was being pulled in two directions, my heart telling me to give her another chance, and my mind telling me to protect myself, to not make the same mistake again. I was lost in a sea of confusion, drowning in a mix of love, betrayal, and self-doubt. This whole mess didn't just affect me, it affected my friends too. My best friend Sammy was there for me every step of the way. He listened to me rant, gave me advice, and reassured me when I was spiraling, but even he couldn't understand why I was still considering going back to Maya. "Man, she's already moved on. What makes you think it'll be different this time?" he asked one night over drinks. I didn't have an answer. I just didn't want to lose the chance of something real again, something that felt like it could have been my future. Even my parents noticed the change in me. They could see how stressed and conflicted I was, but they didn't push me. They just told me to trust myself and follow my heart. So, here I am, at a crossroads. I still don't know if I can trust Maya again, or if it's even worth trying. The love we had is still there, but so is the pain. I don't know if we can fix what's broken, or if it's time to move on for good. The truth is, I'm scared. Scared of making the wrong choice. Scared of getting hurt again. But most of all, scared of losing the one thing that I've always wanted. Love that feels like it could last forever. I wish I could give you a neat conclusion, some simple answer, but that's not how life works. Sometimes the most difficult decisions are the ones that leave you wondering what might have been. What do you think? Have you ever been in a situation like this, where someone from your past comes back into your life when you least expect it? How did you handle it? I'd love to hear your thoughts. If you enjoyed the story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who might need to hear it. And please, leave a comment. I want to know your experiences or any advice you might have. Life is complicated, and sometimes we all need a little help figuring it out.